Hello and welcome to Endless Cosplay. My printer will almost be done, so that weird buzzing in the background will be gone momentarily. Okay, there it is. It is ending now. There's the last print. Bees. Fuzzy Wuzzy. So I'm just gonna turn that off and then I can officially keep my microphone unmuted. Hold on one momento. Okie dokie. That is off. Now I don't have any weirdo background stuff going on. Hello. Oh, my camera. Lights. Lights. Hey. Yay. Just realized my makeup looks a little smeary tonight. Sorry. Kind of look like a little raccoon, but that is like one with my soul. It's like my spirit animal at this point. So, because I just relate to trash, you know, really hard. All right. So the plan for tonight is to work on some cosplay stuff again, as per usual. Well, I mean, I know last week we did a game, but that's, I don't know. I want to do Enfield some more, but I'm not quite sure. I need to make progress on my cosplay, so we're gonna be doing that tonight. Only a little bit though, and then I have to get off so I can record my skit. But I'll read it to you guys just to practice it before I actually do like the recording. The real recording. I mean, maybe I can do the real recording. I'll have to see. Well, you know what? I guess hold on. Let me just do like a little testy thing over here. I just press this record button. Okay, it is recording. And then I want to go ahead and check and see on my device here. One moment. Oh, you know what? Let me check my computer and see if I can pull it up on my computer. Under the Roadcaster. Road Central. Okie dokie. Please connect a road device. It is connected to my, it's literally connected. Okay, there's gonna be another road. Roadcaster app. There it is. I think that's what I want. Weird because I can't. There it is. Okay. Hey. And then we're just gonna go ahead and check on YouTube. Yep. YouTube is popping. Not really because there's nobody there, but you know, I always wonder if that one viewer is me on my stream deck or if it is just a random person who is viewing. If you are out there and you are viewing, I would love to see you in the chat. We could talk. Well, chat. It is just chatting. I'm pretty decent at that, looking at my messages and making sure I can see when they pop up. Hi! Welcome, Spear. You want me to call you Spear? Is that what it is? Oh, I have 4 viewers now. Hello, welcome everybody. They're all popping in now. I am going to be working on a couple of cosplay things tonight. And then I'll be getting off because I got to do some sewing. I wish I could show that, but I don't have a camera. Oh god, I think I have an eyelash in my eye again. Um, I gotta get rid of those eyelashes. Anyways, and then, oh, I have to record my my skit for Zenkai Con. So I am hopefully going to be, on stage at the Masquerade this year for Zenkai Con, but we don't know until we're picked, right? But if I am picked, I need to be prepared. And either way, I want to do it at another convention if I'm not picked at Zenkai Con this year. Maybe I can do it for someone else. Another convention of some kind. But yeah, I have the script here I wrote, so I'm gonna record that actually, I think, with you guys then. Because I just realized my my Rodecaster can record while streaming, so maybe I'll do that. We'll record my skit after I finish doing this one 3D model thing. So yeah, we'll go over that then after I finish my one quick 3D model that I'm gonna have to print for my new ear. Speaking of, let me go get my ears. I'm gonna go get my ears real quick so you can see the progress I made. So I'm not all ears again, like I was at Katsucon. I haven't posted really any pictures of my Katsucon Uma picture because I'm kind of embarrassed of the whole ear situation. I'll show you a picture on my phone of what it was. It's a decent picture. My mom really likes it. I sent it to her. Actually, I'll just go there because I have less pictures that I sent to my mom that I do in my gallery. Here it is. So this was my Satano Diamond outfit for Katsucon, and as you can maybe see, she is all ears, which is why I didn't really post any of that picture. So I'm gonna go get my new ears and my old ears, and we can compare them, and then I'll get the ear doily thing so you can see what I need to remodel. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I am getting resituated and re-comfy. I just gotta set my ear down before I squish it. All right. Headset on so I can hear myself. Because sometimes I start to drift away from the microphone. Like right now, it kind of sounds a little weird because I'm not super close to the microphone. All right, let me scooch it on over here. All right, back to chatting. Okay, so I got the new ear, and I got the old ear, and as we can see, this ear is much bigger. Now, this ear is also over-engineered, I think. I think I went a little too hard on this, and that's why it got a lot bigger than it had to be. I was really like, I need to glue hair onto this to make it look more like a horse ear, but I also gained a lot of like size from doing that. Like you can't really tell, but I mean, the original ear was also big, so there's that problem, right? I put magnets in here, so it just sit on the top of my wig, and I didn't have, I mean, they kept falling off. I had to hold my head really still, so that wasn't really working. So I needed to scratch the magnets. So as we can see here, I didn't go with magnets, and I just went with foam and then like carved like texture into the phone. Hi, little wolf, welcome. I'm going over my cosplay stuff for ZenkaiCon because I'm going to be participating in the masquerade hopefully this year. And I needed to redo my ears for my Uma outfit from Katsu. So I was just showing my old ear, all ear, old ear, and then new ear. New ear is nice and small and slim, and it doesn't look like quite like if you just like this doesn't initially look bad, right? Until you put the new ear beside it, and then you're just like, oh wow, yeah, that's a mess. So like that's why I was kind of like, you know, I don't really care so much that I missed the Uma meetup because I think I would have been embarrassed of my ears if I went anyways. So, um, I'm gonna be going to the ZenkaiCon Uma meetup. Probably both of them. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be an Uma both Friday and Saturday. So yeah, these ears are kind of trash. I'm not really sure if I can really save anything out of this. Like, there's nothing like I can't save the hair, but I might be able to dig the warbler out, save that, or the magnets inside this. So I'm not really sure if I want to like just toss it and say fuck it or try and salvage what I can off of that. But these are the new ears, and I'm thinking the magnets, you know, they might work for this since it's just foam, but I actually kind of like that you can kind of like see into them a little bit because I feel like if you look at a real horse's ear, like you can kind of like see in like they're not like oh that was my ankle if you heard that snap. You can kind of see into the ear a little bit. So I just think that this looks a little better. And then these wires I'll just poke into my wig and then just kind of like, you know, make them a permanent situation. Sew it in there with the wires and then sew the wires into the wig. So a more permanent situation, which isn't what I really wanted, but I think it's gonna work better. So that's this ear. And so since I changed the ears, I have to also change the ear doily cuff thing, which is this. So this is the original one I printed, and it fit this ear, like kind of like that. It's supposed to be like, look like kind of small on the ear. Like, to be honest, if you're looking at like just this doily in the ear, the sizes are pretty good. But if you look at it compared to my head, it is absolutely gigantic. So I need to basically, instead of doing the brown one as the outside, the size needs to be like the green one as the outside. And then I need to make a smaller green thing and then, yeah, basically redo the whole doily. But all I gotta really do is just go with the green pattern and then just make a smaller green pattern on the inside. So, hey, I have a plan of action with that. Just gotta make this plastic piece. Maybe I'll try and just pull off the fabric. I glued it on with hot glue so it didn't separate. Yeah. So I put magnets in this when I first printed it because I had a headband underneath the wig for the magnets for the ears. But now I'm not doing that. So I don't really think I need the magnets for the ear cuff. I think I'm just gonna have to focus on trying to make it really light, like hollow on the inside. And like, it's kind of like way too big now. So I'll have to make it probably like almost half the size because this is so big. I mean, it's not bad, but it is like gigantic. Like I would say probably the highest lump is gonna be like this level at the most, maybe even this middle level. Sorry, it's looking so washed out on the camera. I don't have a good high quality camera. It's just kind of what I got. So, all right, I am gonna put that over there, put my ear over here. Oh yeah, and if you want to compare the ears to the actual figure, and this is her. This is Satano Diamond in her racewear. And this is the ear I made for her. So I think the ears are going to look a lot better. The new ones. All right. Maybe because it's working. I don't know. Weird. All right. So you probably want to see what I'm seeing now, maybe. Let's do this way. All right. So we were back to the ear cuff. And I can get rid of those magnet holes later. I also I need to make, I think, the actual circle the ear goes in like a little, just a little smaller maybe. Although I don't know. I mean, it's still maybe a little smaller. It's still like a pretty good size for it to fit in. But all right. All right. Yeah, because I'm just thinking, like, I don't think I'm gonna put magnets in this again because it didn't really like snap on there like I wanted it to. So we're just gonna drop the magnets. And that means if we go into the, no, we don't want that one. We want, what's this sketch? Sketch 1. Here we go. This is what I want. All right. So we need to take our trim tool and just get rid of this because it is not needed anymore. I'm just gonna get rid of this stuff too because I'm not using any of that. So it's just distracting me. From the goal. All right. Now, I think we can actually make this like literally just like a 1/4 inch smaller. So if we just do 2 inches. No? Okay. What about you? 0.5? I don't know. I guess I could start over, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, it won't take me that long if I have to start over, but let me just see if I can. Why did that just disappear? Weird. Maybe I should just start a new one. I think that's, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to start a new one. So let's just go and see what we, okay, so we're going to start with like a 2-inch diameter. Yeah. We're just going to do a new one. Yeah, and then we can make it smaller. Yeah. Create part studio. All right, and then we're going to rename you to new ear cuff. All right. Sketch top circle, please. We want a 2-inch circle, and then how about a 2.15? Because we want to keep it as light as possible, so I don't want a whole lot of meat this time, but maybe like 1/8 of an inch isn't enough, so maybe it does need to be a little bit more. Maybe it needs to be 2.2. Yeah, we'll stick with 2.2 for now, because It's like kind of chunky too, and I think that if it was skinnier, it would cut down on the weight a little bit more. Okay. And now we take our Q line and we just go ahead and chop you up here. Oh, wow, wow. All right, and now we take our D to make an angle. 45. I got pretty close there. LQ. All right. Yeah, I split it there and there. And then I actually have 2 on this one. So let's just take our rectangle and zoom in. And 0.2. And then that should, well, I don't know, that looks kind of big. What did I have on the other one? What was that shape? Wasn't that? Here it is. It is 0.2. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't think it needs to be that big. I think I can make it smaller. 0.15. A whole 0.5 smaller. Nah, 0.1 is good enough. All right. And then we just need to connect the line. Connect the line. Okay, and then we take the M and get rid of that. And then we can get rid of that. Alrighty. And now we can mirror the rest of the lines. Actually, you know what? Before I move on, I'm going to click this line and this line because I want them to be construction lines. I don't want them to complete anything. Or do I need them to be solid lines? I might need them to actually be solid lines. Let me just undo that. And then I actually want you to be a solid line. So I am so glad I learned this like re-solidify the line trick here because it is very helpful. All right, so now we're gonna mirror this. And then we can unmirror the mirror and then remirror this line and this line and this line. And then we have our little breaky uppies again, but much thinner. I feel like I should leave a comment on this person's video being like, hey, I use this specific copyright free playlist every Tuesday night. And it's a jam. Jam-a-llama. Ding dong. All right. Sorry for my weirdness, I guess. But y'all are here, so you might like it. All right, and we clickety-doo-dah. Because we're going to start the extrusion process. Definitely not an inch, more like 0.25. Well, this is actually like the first thing where like the ribbony thing goes around, so Actually, I kind of liked how much it was there. I'm just gonna take my handy dandy caliper. Oh, I'm in millimeters. Okay, 0.7. I'm just gonna do a half. I'll do a 1/2 inch. There was a Loki here on the top of my vape. Sorry, hold on. Now my face is all red. I inhaled a low-key fuzz. And some of my wig hair, I think. Oh man. Mistakes were made. Excuse me, sorry. Alright. Man, I just like to jam a lamb with this stuff. It's so good. Oh, you know what? Let me do it by segment. Actually, I need to do the whole bottom. And now I can just do it segment by segment. Okay. Back to sketch 1. And I'm going to do the first hump. The first hump. Okay, I think I went up by a 1/2 inch every time, but... Or 0.75, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it has like 2, like... It has like a thingy thing at the in the back. I didn't notice that before. Like, you know how on this one I just have it going like straight across because that's kind of how I thought it was going, and now it's got like a little love handle on the top there. Dang. All right, well then I think I'm gonna have to do, before I get too far here, oops, I want to mirror that other side then. I wasn't done mirroring then. All right, I needed to get that. All right. Now, I'm gonna have to click this piece. Yep. Yep. I mean, do I need to do the whole ring? Kind of. I mean, no, I don't. I'm just gonna delete this. Fuck it. All right. So let's start with, I guess, this and this. So this needs to be 0.5 plus, I don't know. Let's just start with this. Oh, I need to hit the extrude button. There it is. So it's like 0.75, the first lump. And, which means, actually, you know what? I think I need to, I'm just gonna start with this because then it's gonna build one part. I just realized when I saw the 2 different colors there. All right, let me just make sure I can see. What is this? This is 0.7. Oh, 0.7, yes. Okay, so if we do 0.5, we're already saving 0.2 there. And then it's 0.7 every time. Okay, so if we do 0.5 every time, we save like a 1/2 inch. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we save 0.6 inches, so a little bit more than a 1/2 inch. If I can if I'm doing the maths correctly here. So, definitely don't want that much though. Definitely only 0.5, but to start with, and then I don't feel like I really want to extrude it more than let me just okay. Let's just take a peekers at what we make here. Let's just do 0.5 to start with. And then we can step it up from there. Okay. Okay. And L back row. Oh. No, it would be 0.75. Oh, no, 0.5 here, and then 0.75 here. And then in the back. Here, 0.5. And then the 1 inch should be right. So, and then we'll take this one and make it the same as this one. And that should help me make the little humpy hump in the back. All right. Front. All right. And now if I'm looking at, yeah, I mean, I feel like they're just a little steeper than that, because when I go from the back, if I'm thinking about it, it's only 1.5 inches tall. I almost think I might need, let's just look at the ear and measure it. Okay, so if it's only an inch 75 now. No, it's 1.5 inches now. So it this was 3.5 total. So we're going, oh man, how does that work? No, it's bigger than that. I'm doing my maths wrong. Who's holding me accountable on math? No, it isn't. 1 inch plus 1/2 inch is 1.5 inches. But that's so small. 1.5 inches. Yeah, that's pretty sad. I think I need to step it up a half kick every time instead of just 0.5. Hi, buddy. Loki has come to join me. He has graced me with his fuzzy present. Yes, we will do. Hello, Coffee. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Loki just joined me as well. He is now underneath my table and begging for my attention. Yes, he is so cute. He didn't get his walkie today, though, because it's been raining. And I didn't feel like going out and getting rained on. Even though you did. Yes, you did. I know. I'm sorry. I'm such a bad mom. But I gave you lots of scratches. And a special treat. Okay. Sorry. 0.5. We're adding 0.5 to this because I think it needs to be a hair taller than what I had it. So 0.75. Yeah, I don't know. I think I like the snow better because I got a 2-hour delay from work one time and maybe a half inch is too much. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. One. No, wait, okay. Okay, so that's a half inch from the half inch. And then, so yes, an inch would be next if we're counting in half inches. So then we need 1.5 here, and then 2 total here. Okay, so the total height will come from 2. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot to explain this since you just joined. I am working on a couple of little cosplay things tonight. And then I'm going to be recording my Zenkai-Con skit. So, remember how for Katsucon my Uma cosplay was all ears? I have the ear here, for example. So this is the old ear, right? All ears. Like it doesn't even fit in frame. Like it just like is like absolutely like outrageously large. And you know, when you're making a pattern, it's really hard to tell. Even when you hold it up to your head, when it's paper, like it's just like Anyways, my all ears had this big doily that went with it. Oh, sorry, the doily is here. This is the doily. But the doily sits on this thing. And this crown thing goes around her ear. But now that I have made new ears, I need to make a new ear cuff thing. Because this one, I think, it's just too big when I look at my new ears. So I made new ears. Here's one of them. This is a new ear. I think it looks a lot better. It's a lot less... I mean, it still kind of looks big, right? But compared to the other ones, like this is way... Like it fits in frame. It's like way better. I mean, I can't really like stick it in my... Where I'm just so bad at... But yeah, anyways. So they're still big, but now they're just foam. I carved and painted some foam. So this is the ear now, which needs a new ear cuff. Because this one's too big. So here is the ear cuff and the new ear. It's like the new ear is drowning in the ear cuff. So I have to make a new one. And 2 inches at max height puts me, I think, at this one? Is it this one? No, it's like the second one. Yeah, I think that'll be good. So this new one will be coming out at the second lump, which I think will look a lot better. I'm also making it thinner so it will be less heavy. So ideally, it can just sit on my head because I might make some little hooks in the bottom just in case I want to sew it on my wig, but like the magnets didn't really like get it good anyways last time, so and I'm not going to be putting anything like underneath my wig this time since I don't need to attach my ears to my head with magnets, so I don't need to put the headband on underneath. Man, I don't like it when people do that. I wish you could like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do with this? Highlight? No, I don't want to highlight. As Mungulk Gold with a C. It's like spam trash. Man, I hate it when they do that. And then like the actual messages that I wanted to see are like all the way up there now. So many words. All right. So anyways, yep. New year for the outfit. All right, now I just got to make all the roundies happen. Let me just bring it back into frame. Sort of. All right. Okie dokie. So, oh, I also noticed, here's the Sasano figure, if you were curious. I also noticed she's got like 2 lumpies on the back of her ear cuff. So I made mine flat because I thought that's what it was. And it was easier to do that. But I noticed there's lumpies on the back of it. So I created a little notch. So hopefully I can make some lumpies. Lumpy lumps. All right. I need to make this more roundy. Huh? I'm sorry if African dancers you think I mean that's cool. Yeah, I'm not trans though, unfortunately. I mean unfortunately, I guess. I mean, I think that's cool. But I'm not trans, sorry. You got the wrong chat here. But I'm happy to support you in your streaming career. Enjoy. Maybe I shouldn't. I'll have to think about that. Point 0.05. Hmm. 0.15. 0.1. 0.11. 0.1. Okay, 0.1 is the biggest I can get down there. All right. That's okay. That's all right. I need to get this one too. I need to get that line. Yeah. Got it. Okay, we're getting slightly roundier. I still need it to be more roundy though, so we're gonna fillet this again. Fill it, wanna fill it, wanna fill it, wanna fill it. No, no, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. I guess not. That's okay. I'll survive. Oh, 0.5. That's how big I made it. All right. I need that line. There we go. And then this one. And this one. I mean, doesn't look quite that much. Maybe it is. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it is actually. All right. Okay. Confirm that. Look, it's looking all cuffy, like starting to kind of look like this. Do I want them to be like, I mean, I think I'm gonna smooth this out just a hair. Let's see what I can come up with here. 0.2 maybe. I definitely don't want 0.5. That smooths it out a bit too much. What about just 0.1? Yeah, we're gonna do that. 0.1. 1.1. All right. That looks interesting. Meow, 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 meow. All right. That's pretty much that then. Other than I'm gonna need to, ooh, if I just click the outside, can I just fill it? Will it make it easy? 0.05? Oh, yeah. What if I do 0.6? 0.06. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, okay. Yes, we'll stick with that one, and then we're gonna have to do a different one here. A smaller one. Oh, it did do 0.6. Interesting. Okay. Fine, we'll take it. Yes. Okay, and then the last thing I'm gonna do, Hi Loki, sorry I stepped on you. The last thing I'm gonna do, maybe. I was thinking about putting a couple of holes in it. Towards the bottom, like some small holes. Actually, I think I will. I'm gonna put a couple of holes around the bottom of it if I would feel like sewing it in. So we are going to pick a new sketch plane on the front plane. Okay, okay. So we want a circle. A circle. 0.1 circle. We need a teeny tiny guy. We don't need a big one. All right. And now we actually want to move you around. Move you. Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. Okay. And then we take this circle and we say extrude, but remove 10 inches in the starting offset of 5 inches. Okay. Perfect. Now we do it one more time. On the right plane this time. Okay, okay. Probably gonna move you down a little bit more. Move you down. Okay. Looks good. Now we'll take you. Alrighty. Extrude and also remove, and we'll do the 10 inches again with the starting offset of 5 inches. Make sure we get everything good and through. Alright, now we got our 4 little holesies. If I decide I need to sew it down. And if I don't decide to sew it down, then the doily will cover up those holes anyways. So it will be a-okay. All right. And let me just go ahead and export you. All right. Export. Okay. So that's done. The next thing I need to do is record my skit. So we are going to go over here to the actual camera. Okay. So I'll just read it to you first with the, well, actually no, let me turn it off, because if I feel like I want to rip any of the lines that I say real good, I can do that. All right, let me go to YouTube. Alrighty. Sorry I'm yawning so much. I am honestly like, I mean, I thought I feel okay, but I guess I'm tired. I guess we're all tired a little bit. Okay, so my skit for Zenkai Con is gonna be about Satono and her jinx. So in Uma Musume, there's a thing going that like the Satono family horses can't win a G1 race because of the family jinx. So my skit is kind of like doing some fun by that. Um, if you watch episode 6 specifically, that's kind of like what I'm doing in season 3. Um, Not just any episode 6, season 3 specifically, episode 6. Um, oh god, excuse me again. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing 2 of her jinx things. Actually, let's go on YouTube and see if I can quick pull up those 2 little scenarios real quick, so I can just kind of like, I guess, kind of explain. I'm gonna just also, wow, that's loud. Let me just go ahead and fix that. I'm gonna put it down there. Yeah, all right. I also, I found this thing. We just go to YouTube, half and half. All right, I saw this. This is her winning pose. Oh, isn't she so cute? Wow. She's so pretty. I love her. So fluffy. All right. So what I want to actually find, that's the character I'm doing, Satsuno Diamond. But what I actually want to find is the curse. Jinx. There we go. Ooh, there's a did you know here. Let's just listen to this one.
Eternal Diamond might just be one of the strongest characters in anime. She avoided the Tycoon curse.
Oh yeah. Hi.
Bro did not want to get isekai. Eternal Diamond might
She
just
didn't
be
want to
one
get
of the strongest
isekai. That's
characters
right.
in anime.
She is isekai proof. She is not able to be isekai'd. And you'll see that. Let me see if I that's in episode 6 also, her trying to get rid of the jinxes. So let me see if I can find it, cuz it's really good and funny. All right. Wow, there's lots of stuff here I need to watch. Ta-da! Da-da-da! I bet if I go into my watched history, I can find it. And don't you worry, there's nothing weird here, just a bunch of Uma content. Mostly. Where view all of it? I literally just watched this because I showed it to somebody at work the other day. I just watched it. It should be here. Where is she? Not that one, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, here are some of the shorts. No, none of these. Those are the ones I just watched. Okay, let me just search again. Or maybe if I just Google it. I forgot spaces. Musu. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Spell check for the save. Hi, Selena. Thank you for the compliment. I would love for you to support me. I do not have a Discord right now, but eventually I plan on making one. Just not right now. I'm busy with ZenkaiCon cosplay and stuff, so probably at the end of March I'll make one. Yeah. But thank you. Thank you. And when I do make one, I'll post it in like my description of everything, and it'll be like also a link on my my website and all that stuff. So once it's available, it will be visible, but I have not made one yet. So I need to find this video. So let's go to videos. Like it couldn't have been removed. Like there's no way it could have been reviewed. Here. Is this it? Nope. This isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't it. Oh, here, maybe this is it. Yes, this is it. So this first one is part of what I'm doing. So this first thing where she slips on the banana, okay, so I'm doing that one, and then not this one, but the fourth attack. So pay attention to number 4. Bakshin. That one's actually kind of sad if you watch the rest of the anime, and you know why if you do. I wanted to do this one, but it was gonna be really hard to like have her fall through a floor on something. She said, a leg ghost. See, this is why I needed a black cat and a crow, because I need them so that they're gonna be on a black string, and Coffee, if your brother is into it, he's gonna be sitting behind the curtain, and when the cue comes up on, he'll have a script printed out. He'll need to pull the black cat and crow, and then there's going to be like a sound effect of like crow and blah 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 coming off of it. So yeah, so that's the one I'm doing there. And then the first one for her Satsuno family jinx, and that's the comedy part. And then she is gonna do the Kikua show part of the episode at the end, and I'm not gonna spoil the ending. So, yeah. Not until I actually have to read the lines, if anybody's going to be there to listen to me read the lines here in the next couple minutes. Okay. Hi, Loki. Yes, you're still under there. Okay. All right, so let's just do like a little read through here, or go back to this. All right. Debating on whether or not, yeah, I'll read the things and just kind of tell you. Okay, so the first thing Satono is gonna say, is if the Satono jinx is real, then being strong and fast won't be enough to break it, which is why I need to train to defeat all kinds of jinxes. I need to be ready no matter what happens at the Kikua show. And then that's when she's walking onto stage. So she's gonna walk to like the curtain that my assistant is going to be sitting behind, and the lights I want to be changed to purple. So there's gonna be like instructions. If I get picked, then I'm gonna ask my work for some Titan tubes, which will be some lights that we can help me to like make like the scene changes that I kind of need to go. I have a moon that I want to glow purple, and then the assistant will place the banana on the outside of the curtain. So Fuku so the next thing she says is, Fuku Kitaru-san, could you please tell my fortune? And then she says, very well. It's bad. You must avoid heading eastward. It will bring bad luck. Unlucky things will happen around you. And then Satana is like, east then. And then Fuku Kitaru-san says, correct. Avoid east at all costs. Very bad luck. And then Satana Diamond says, thank you very much. Okay. And then she turns to leave, says this way is east, and then there's going to be sound effects of her slipping on the nanner, and then here's what she's going to say while she's slipping on the nanner. It'll take more than this. Yep. And then she's going to jump safely from the banana and be like, Yosh, that takes care of Fuku Kitaru-san's fortune. Next. I'm debating on whether or not saying some Japanese words in there instead of just 100% English translation. So I don't know. Give me some feedback. Do you think I should throw some Japanese in there, like just easy words like yes, or like next is sugi, so I could be like, or and yosh is like good, or like yay, or like kind of celebration type things. Anyways, after the whole banana slippage, she is going to run behind the curtain to get the crow and the cat, and the cat goes on the shoulder, and she'll hold the crow just like how she does in the anime. And I'm going to turn to one side of the stage, whichever side my one friend Rose is standing on, and I'll say, "Welcome home, Kita-chan." And then okay, let's see, is this double-sided? Okay, and then the crow and the cat will also welcome her home with noises I'll have to put in there later. And then Kita-san will say, "What's with the critters, Daya-chan?" And then I say, "They have been helping me train. Black cats and crows are considered unlucky. So when it comes to jinxes," and then the person behind the curtain, I want to pull the strings for the critters, and I'm gonna have sound effects for that of the cat and crow screaming and crashing, and Kita-san will scream, "Ah, my collection!" And then the next scene is gonna be the start for the race, so I need my goal line of Amazon Hiyoshi, which is, I should show you this. This is like a meme thing too. So there's a thing where this one Uma gets put as a goal post for a lot of things, and I am making her cardboard cutout at work right now. So hello, welcome. What is your name? We near, like near the game, or like wiener, like the penis. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I don't know. I couldn't think of anything funny enough that wasn't penis or dick or cock or whatever. Yeah, I'm not funny. Yeah, I know. I'm just not funny enough for that. Sorry. Are you FW God? What does that mean? I'm sorry, I'm not good with people who can't spell your correctly. What does the FW mean? Weenier. You fuck with God? Not really. Sorry. Not into religious stuff. I think that causes too many problems. Because it causes a lot of issues, honestly. That's why. I just don't really think as far as like Buddhism, I think Buddhism is much more believable than what issues, like wars and shit. Like like everything, like, and then people are like so like just triggered over anything religious. I find that it's just the easiest to not be religious at all. It's more fun that way. More fun to focus on cosplay and all kinds of fun things. Oh, there's a moderator. Due to Christianity? You didn't say Christianity. You said, am I religious? Am I not? I'm not religious also. But as far as Christianity goes, I'm sure there's, look, I'm not a historian, but I'm sure I could get lots of examples for you if I were to do actual research onto that. But I don't personally care because I don't really care about religion that much. Like I said, causes issues. I'm thinking uh people who really care about that are also kind of looking for some kind of fight sometimes, you know? I'm not into that. So I just avoid it altogether. Anyways, so we will go back to her getting ready for the Kikua show. When I'm getting her ready for the Kikua show, the person who's behind the mirror, I want to put out the Amazon thing that I'm making. Oh, speaking of, I was going to show you what that is. The Amazon she Uma Musume goal meme. All right, let me go over to half and half. All right. So like, see, kind of here, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's this meme in like a bunch of the anime when she's like training and stuff that she's always oh, here's like a little, maybe a little thing
Did you
somebody
know
made.
in Uma Musume that Hishi Amazon always served as the training goalpost in the anime? And this is always the case because in season 1 we can see her actually being present at the goalpost, and in season 2 it's just a cardboard version of her that holds the goal sign.
So I'm gonna be
making
that.
the real life horse did, and it's just a funny gag that they put into the anime. Did you know in Uma
Yeah, it's funny. I think it's funny. So I found this on Reddit and I printed it out and I'm taping it together and making this for the goal line because it's like partially like a drama slash, well, it's mostly a comedy skit slash drama. So um that will come out, and uh the treadmill, I'm not sure if I want the treadmill to, well, the treadmill's already going to be on stage when we roll everything up, but I don't know if I want the treadmill to start when we put everything on stage and I'll adjust the speed then and just have it just constantly going at that speed, or if um I'll just have the person behind the curtain turn it on to the certain speed that I need to, like when this starts. So the goal goes out, the music starts, the lights colors are going to change a little bit, and then Satono Diamond, which is me, I'm going to say, today is the Kikua show. I'll overcome whatever happens and bring home a G1 for all the Satono Uma Musume. Yeah. And then the music will go sad or whatever. And then she's gonna also, like, in her thoughts, you know, like the, if you look at like script writing and like go through like the beats, there's like a Dark Night of the Soul kind of thing where it gets all like sad or whatever. So this is her like sad part. Our Satono family has contributed a great deal to Uma Musume racing. I was lucky to be born with a talent for running. I have been watching all of the Satono Uma Musume pursue a G1 victory since I was a child, but the achieving the greatest achievement has proved elusive. I'll probably have to fix that. I don't want to say achieving in the same thing. But then the music goes up, and then I'm going to say, I'll carry them, the frustrations, wishes, and hopes. My name is Satono Diamond. Diamonds are gems that shine brighter than any other, and no matter what they encounter, they never break. And then she's gonna be like, yeah, and then I'm gonna have an announcer voice go over and be like, Satono Diamond crosses the goal in a definitive first place, and then I will jump off of the treadmill, and I will need the mic to come out for the winning live dance out, which I'm going to do like 15 seconds or so, however much extra I have left of the of the winning live dance if I have time. So we'll see where we end up when I record all these for realsies. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I want to do that on stream or if I want to just record it and then just be able to like listen to it and like really think about it. And also, I kind of want it like the whole thing to just be like a surprise to everybody. So, let's see. Do I have anything else I need to do tonight? I need to get printing on some stuff. So, honestly, I think that's where I'm going to call it tonight. I know it was only like an hour and 15 minutes or so, and I didn't play anything or really do much, but we got some stuff done. You know what I'm going to be doing for ZenkaiCon if I get that selection. And then I should be able to also edit it since I won't be streaming, because I cannot edit my audio while I am streaming. So it's just probably easier if I log off for the night and then oopsies, wrong button. If I log off for the night and then yeah, do that whilst not on stream, since my computer cannot handle all of the output. Okay. Well, I hope everybody has a great night and has a wonderful tomorrow, and I will see you next week in something endless, creative, and chaotic. All right. Oyasumi nasai.